So, Media Girls Network recently hosted its highly anticipated Women Making History ATL social event at Atlanta City Hall this past Saturday. And it brought together a diverse array of women from all different facets of media to celebrate their achievements and contributions. Now, Miss Stormy Steele was a part of the women who was honored. Also, Usher's ex-wife, Tamika Raymond Foster, and a host of other ladies. And now Stormy did speak, and I do have a small clip of what she said at the event, so let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Along my journey, I practiced these three things. I always told myself that I make the impossible possible. So on days where I feel like everything's coming at me, I tell myself we don't give up. We push through because we always make the impossible possible. Number two, I always say that you don't have to have resources to be resourceful. So what that means is if it's something in your brain that you want to do, or if you have this vision, just know that you can always bring it into fruition because God wouldn't have given it to you if you couldn't do it with what you already had in front of you. And the last thing I used to tell myself on my journey, and I still do to this day, is you can be whatever you want to be, and you can do whatever you want to do. Dream girl.
Now, it looks like Stormy was out and about last night, and she tagged one of the producers from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she also was seen out with Miss Destiny Payton, and she also shared her makeup artist. So we're not really sure if they were filming, but the fact that one of the producers was there, her makeup artist was there with her, and Miss Destiny was right alongside with her, it kind of makes you think that there was possibly some production going on. Maybe, maybe not. But someone commented, when we see you grinding and hustling like us other Black business owners, we are going to always support you. It's sad to see only Destiny supporting you from the show. That's not a good look for them. Well, I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, Miss Destiny was spotted with Lance Fletcher, Chris Fletcher's son. So we don't really know what's going on here, but Destiny seems to be extremely happy. And we haven't seen her post much with the cast members, except with Martell. But she has this smile on her face like, I'm back. So I guess we'll have to watch, wait, and see. But several months ago, Destiny stated that, she wasn't healed or ready to open up when she was on the show. But she's stating now that she is healed. So take a listen to what she had to say several months back. And let me know if you think Destiny is ready to be back on reality TV.
Definitely speaking my language when it comes to the season of being silenced and what is not for TV. I went through a lot, as you know, in the last 2.5, almost 3 years. And a lot of it didn't make TV. A lot of it was too much for TV. And I was in a space and in a place where I knew that I shouldn't talk about it because I wasn't in a safe space. I also wasn't in a place to even understand what I was going through or even accept what I was going through. And I chose to be silent. And in my silence, it's a lot to carry. My silence, I said, has been killing me. So I understand when God wants you to move in a certain way and it's against your norm. Right. It's against your norm of just like, hey, this is what it is. And so I get that 1,000%. And I'm stepping into the season where I've healed enough to be able to share. So I get where you're at.
I think healing enough to be able to share allows you to get rid of the root of the thing where you're angry, where you'll come say things that you typically wouldn't say when you're healed in a healed space, because hurt people do hurt people. And so the situations that hurt you may bring you to a space outside of your silence or your healing to say things that you typically wouldn't say. And you start questioning, who is this? This is not even me. And so you have to get into that space of hearing God and moving when he tells you to. And that's why obedience is better than sacrifice.
Ooh, say that again, girl.
Obedience is definitely better than sacrifice.
Yes, it is. And what I also realized was that what I was experiencing wasn't a storyline. It wasn't for sale. It wasn't for ratings. And a lot of people, I took a lot of scrutiny for that. Still am, for not sharing what people felt like they were privy to in my life, and not knowing that other people are involved that I'm protecting. And in the process of it all, and also one of the things I found out about that moment in that space that I've been in, was my silence was meant to put me in the position that I was in, where I had to lean on God solely, for not even understanding what my assignment was, what my purpose was. But I found my purpose in my pain. And I know people use that a lot, but I really, really did. Fought it. Didn't want it to be a part of my purpose. Didn't know I end up sitting here in a space where I want to offer healing, for myself first, and to others, to give a platform to people to talk about what they've experienced and how they've overcome, so that other people can do the same. When I talk about my silence killing me, it's been a journey for me to be able to understand the balance of sharing and when to share, and listening to my inner voice and listening to God leading me on when it was time. Because one of the things I really truly believe is that when you share things, that they should be in a space of somewhat healed, so that you can heal others, versus coming from a place of bitterness, anger, frustration. So my silence, although it has been killing me, it has been necessary for this space of my life.
All right, you guys, I thank you all for watching and listening. Comment below on what you think about all of what we just discussed. And as always, I thank you all for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Please give this one a thumbs up and be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from What's Happening.